Computer scientists, Mr. Stafford here, and today I wanted to show you Unit 6, Lesson 7 using string methods. The first level asks us, what do you think this program will do? So provide your prediction, then run the program, compare the results to your prediction. So scan the program, make your prediction over here, and then run it. When we run this, we see that we have a number of printouts. So the first printout, system.out.println, there is a T in pangram definition at, and then it says it's a concatenating pangram definition dot index of T. So pangram definition is this string right up there. And so what it says in the console is that it's printing out that method index of, and then you feed it a string, and then it's at 5. And why it's doing that is we see, if we count this, there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I was counting right there was the indexes. Okay. And then the second printout is there is a T in pangram at, and then pangram dot index of T. And we see that the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So we see this lowercase t here at index 31 if we were to count it out. Now it's case sensitive, so that's why in the pangram index of t, it didn't pick up that capital T. But we see that in line 10 with that print line, capital T in the first sentence, there's no capital T. So we get this index of returning a -1. -1 is not a valid index. So -1 should tell us that there's no capital T inside of the pangram definition. There is, however, a capital T in the pangram at at 0, which is that capital T. So same concept if you're looking at more than one character for a string. If we're looking at dog in the pangram definition, there's no dog in that pangram definition. But there is the word dog starting at index 40 if you were to count each of those indexes. Okay, let's go ahead, hit finish. The next one says, use the index of method in the string class to find and print the index location of the first space in the given string. So we have this given string, so let's do system.out.println, and we're going to say the space occurs at index, and then we'll go computer. Actually, I'm going to copy and paste it. Dot index of, and then we put a space in between two quotation marks, and we'll hit run. And hopefully we get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we do get 6. Okay, so that's how index of works. So let's do finding space on this one, and it says import litprocessor.java from your backpack. So we got to go to our backpack and find our lit processor. We'll import it. And it says the lit analyzer class is a subclass. So I'm looking at lit analyzer, and we see that it extends lit processor. Lit analyzer class is a subclass of the lit processor class to perform text analysis and natural language processing tasks. And says the contents of a specified file is read into the string lit text when a lit analyzer object is created. So the contents of a specified file is read into the string lit text. So we see this lit text is getting initialized in the constructor of lit analyzer, and it says in lit analyzer, write the method find space. Okay, so we need to go and look at the find space method, and we see that we are returning an int. So right now it's returning 0, and it says the first space in the speech is at index 0. And so we see that this is the speech .txt file, but the first speech isn't at index 0 because I have more over, comma, and then the space right there. So in lit text, let's find this thing. So what we need to do is start here. We need to do int ret is going to be equal to, and I have this lit text dot index of, and then I want to find the space in there. All right, and let's return ret. And let's see what my console is doing. Okay, so we are feeding in the speech. We've got stop words. We are calling this first. We are making an int first space, and then the MLK equals the MLK speech dot find space method. Okay, let's run this and see if we've gotten it. And I'm going to stop this, clear the console, and then run it. And we see that we have index 9, and I want to double check that. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the comma, and 9 for the space. Okay, finish. So finding the word and finding the punctuation, it's the same concept, but I'm going to go ahead, and you should try those on your own. I'm going to go ahead and flow on to level number 4. And level number 4, again, is a prediction. So it says, what do you think the program will do? Provide your prediction, then run the program. Compare the results to your prediction. So take a moment, read the program, make your prediction, and then go ahead and run it. When I run it, what we see is that we have a random sentence, and then what it's going to do is it's going to print out that random sentence, and then it says number of characters, and it says random sentence dot length. Okay, so the number of characters in that sentence, we're familiar with the length method, is it prints out is 65. Then we print a new line with a new line character, and says int halfway equals random sentence dot length divided by 2. And so what it's doing is random sentence dot substring. So the substring method is new to us, and we're feeding it the parameter of halfway, and halfway gives us a number that is half of 65. So half of 65 is about 33. So it says when we print out system.out.println half sentence, it says when the windows are transparent. And so we see that we are printing out half of the sentence. Okay. And then the next thing that we're doing is it says int the dash, and it says equals random sentence dot index of, and we were just introduced to the index of method. Okay. And we do this string part sentence equals random sentence dot substring 0 comma the dash. So we have an overloaded method of substring where we can feed it a single parameter or 2 parameters. And so we see that when we print system.out.println part sentence, so here's our part sentence, it prints I only enjoy window shopping, which is the first part of this sentence. I only enjoy window shopping. But we don't see that dash, and we found the index of that dash. So what this tells me is that when you I can't edit this, but when you have this overloaded method of substring, we have the starting index and then a cutoff index. Because we are cutting off that dash, we don't see it. And what I want to show you is that we actually have a space after the word shopping. Okay, go ahead and click finish.